I could be lying.
I mean, it's a funny thought. It's a very funny image, especially if you're not very little, like as like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Because tricycles are quite small.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think this was more like a bigger one.
Anyway, I never learned to ride a bike at all.
I know.
Which wasn't because my parents were fearful, it's because I'm neglectful.
And you can't ride a bike now.
No, I have ridden one once or twice for a few metres.
I would really love to see that.
Yeah.
I'd laugh a lot, I imagine.
In an emergency, I reckon I probably could. Quick, you must ride this bike!
Or the world will die.
Yeah. And I'd go, well, the world's going to die anyway, so that's terrible. I'm not a good hero.
No, but imagine if that was your quest.
Moral compass. It's just the start of the show. You can't say that it was supposed to be something else, that it was meant to evolve into the idea of starting the show together is just quite right. We do need to start the show separately, see what we match up with for a while, and then I'm excited.
Ready, steady, ready? You're really ready? Yep. You're really, really ready. Ready? Go. Make up your mind. Because I see all sides and I can consider them all and I imagine doing them all and then I get confused and then I can't make up my mind. What is your most vivid memory of your father? Well, probably dead. The place with the yellow face and in the funeral home. Why are you a bad gardener? Because I'm kind of lazy and I don't understand chemicals and plants and stuff. And I've got to stand over here. Stand there. A bit more downstage, yep. And I want you to tell me a story, but you're not allowed to show me that you're puffed. What I know about you. You said, yep, it makes me despair. What I know about you. Why does it make us despair? You're about the same height as me. Because I believe that knowledge, I believe that I believe that I don't know. And probably about the same weight. What was your childhood fantasy? I think your bosoms might be a bit bigger. That I would be very, very great and have a profound impact on many people and that people would know me all around the place and that I would be loved. You once told me that love is a complicated emotion that sometimes makes us want to kill people. You told me it was difficult. And probably about the same height. I was busy at the time. But I'm not sure. I was describing my imaginary house to you. You have a sister and a brother and a dead father like me. You don't have any physical deformities that I know of. You also told me that part of our inevitable evolution is to self-destruct. You live quite close as the crow flies, but are quite difficult to get to by walking. You said you found that depressing. You are indecisive because there are many beautiful things that would be lost. You talked about Picasso and David Bowie, Spandau Ballet and Tears for Fears. Although that's got better over the years. You said we hadn't been very wise. You talked about the white tricycle again. It's the third time at least that you've mentioned the white tricycle. You told me the story about the man with the neat black hair who was buying the Coke Zero and the pie and how he was swaying a little bit to that song. And you asked me what the song was and I said I didn't know and you asked me to sing some and I said I'm a bad singer but I hum some anyway. You have quite a lot of insecurities. And you thought that it was probably by ELO. You share them a lot with me. You told me how you can get obsessed when you see lonely looking. You are astute. Not quite right men on their own out in public eating or swaying to songs. And you thought it might be because they're weird or scary and they might bash me or rape me or something. But you said no. It was that you always wondered if they were okay, if they were happy, if they had someone to love them. Hello?
It's really weird doing this without you. I feel incredibly self-conscious. It's also quite early in the morning and I don't want to wake the other people sleeping. And inside my head, everything that I was thinking sounded really vibrant and exciting and kind of crunchy. And then as soon as I open my mouth and start to speak, it just sounds measured and awkward and...
That was the same day I also talked about the moment in the show when we might come together. I saw it as this beatific moment with the two of us standing side by side. You were more interested in seeing me break through my serenity, or, as you called it, my blankness. You wanted to see me red-faced, running on the spot, or the two of us having a fight, or me exerting myself so much that I ended up vomiting. And there was that dream you had, the one where I wanted to get married to you, and you didn't really want to, but you could see how important it was to me, so you agreed, reluctantly. We realised we had talked a lot about me, and you wondered if the show was not so much about us as it was about me. And you said you could be the stagehand, and you could come on with a broom or a hook to hook me off once I stared balefully at the audience for long enough. In the end, when I was worrying about self-improvement, you said to me, "You are who you are, and who you are is at least 50% good." You said I was a good person, and that you loved me. I got embarrassed, and then we made a joke.
And then maybe there might be a coda at the very, very end as people are leaving. And we don't know what that would be yet.